It's Yu-Gi-Oh time! Hello, welcome to another Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile. Today we're gonna have a look at the Thunder Dragons rising again. Thunder Dragon has been out of the meta for a long time, and why did I start playing it? Because of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Started getting into Duel Links like about a year ago, and Thunder Dragon is a lot of fun. Obviously, I never experienced the heights of Thunder Dragon with Colossus. So, guys, for you Thunder Dragon fans or haters, let me know in the comments. Should Colossus come back at 1, or should it be forever banned? Let's have a look at the deck profile. For your Thunder Dragon core, I'm running 3 times the original Thunder Dragon. Is nice to fill up your graveyard or add some cards just to hand if you want to discard anything or whatnot. Okay, controversial ratio, triple Thunder Dragon Hawk. Now, a lot of people say like, well, he doesn't really do anything on the hand. Well, it goes for all of them. I like the extra body you can special summon. It's basically a monster reborn from the graveyard or banished pile for your Thunder Dragons. That's how I usually use them. Of course, he has kind of like a magical mallet effect, but that doesn't really come up so much, but it's still okay. Thunder Dragon Raw, you gotta have 3 of these. Also, if you have a problem with mismatching rarity, then sorry, but you're gonna have problems with this video. Raw, simple, banish him, get him to the graveyard, a special summon a Thunder Dragon from the deck. Or discard him to get a Thunder Dragon back on your hand. Obviously, most of the time you want a special summon from the deck, because that's fun. 2, Thunder Dragon Dog, because it's a good search on one hand, but the other kind of quick effect, go to the graveyard effect, it's not, I don't know, I don't think it's that good. Then you have Thunder Dragon Duo, which is just a good chaos monster, basically. It's a searchable chaos monster to banish a light and a dog in the graveyard, get him on the field, and that's really what he's mostly there for. If you're wondering why I'm not going over all the effects, it's because there's way too many. I mean, this is Thunder Dragon, guys. Have you seen the text boxes of some of these? Well, not this one. That's a bad example, but anyway. Aloof the Payne is your normal summon. You gotta run this at 3 because it's way too busted. When he's normal summoned, you can send 1 card from your hand to the banish pile and another one from your deck with the same attribute. So you can have 2 Thunder Dragons. Activate that turn, and that's nice. Now, the one thing I always hear about people are like, oh, well, graveyard setup, oh, this deck bricks too much, blah, 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 blah. Well, here's the spice. Triple Light Sworn. Raiden of the Light Sworn. Now, it's a light, it's a warrior. You could search it with Rhoda if you want to run Rhoda. I don't, but I'm just saying, that just popped into my mind. But anyway, when he's on the field, you can trigger the effect and just mill 2 cards. At the end phase, if he's still on the field, you can mill 2 more cards. Getting your graveyard filled up is obviously the thing you want to do in this Thunder Dragon / Chaos deck, and this just seemed to me the easiest way to me. And also, I run 1 Lumina of the Light Sworn because it's still fun to get a Raiden back out of the graveyard and go into some synchro plays. Editing this video, I realize I say fun a lot, but I guess that's why it's a Thunder Dragon deck. I deserve that. For the Chaos cards, I got triple Chaos Dragon Levinier. I love this card. Banish triple monsters, light or dark, in your graveyard. If it's only lights, you can special summon a monster from your graveyard. If it's only darks, you can send 1 card from your opponent's hand back to the deck. And finally, if it's light and dark, you can destroy 2 cards on the field. Non-targeting. Chaos Valkyria, it's a nice body on the field, easy to special summon. You just need to banish 1 light or dark in your graveyard, and then you're gonna get Thunder Dragon effects, and that's, again, mostly what she's there for. She does a couple of more things. Yeah, the Dragon Boys. Do I really need to explain these guys? These are like one of the biggest playmakers in the current format for Dragon Link, and it's just easy special summon. When one goes to the grave from the field, you can search for the other one, and then do the entire thing all over again. And finally, 1 Chaos Creator, a very nice extender. It's also a level 8 dog, which is relevant for the extra deck because we have level 8 dogs and level 8 dogs. What might I do with that? Stay tuned. Now, the hand trap selection really depends on the meta, but I think just looking at the deck, Psy-Frame Gear Gamma has the most synergy in general. Even if it gets banished, you have ways of bringing it back with Thunder Dragon Duo, Chaos Space, which I have in the deck. But yeah, that's really dependent on the meta. You might want to run Draw instead, or Ash, or whatever. This is just what I'm running with right now, and that might change. I would definitely, if you're playing this competitively, I would definitely put some other hand traps in my side deck so you can switch this one out if it does nothing. For your spell cards, because I don't run any traps, triple, Allure of Darkness. This one is, barely see anything. How about this one? Yeah, Allure of Darkness, don't really need to explain much more of that. Draw 2 cards, banish 1 dark monster, you banish a Thunder Dragon, you get an effect. There you go. Boom. Easy money, simple, draw engine. Chaos Space, to search out your Chaos monsters and send Light or Darks to the graveyard. Also can draw a card if it's banished, and it does a lot of things again. So Charge of the Light Brigade doesn't do a lot of things, but, well, not in text really, but just you mill free, fill up your graveyard, search for Light Swarm. That's why I usually have like a couple of Light Swarms. That's why I don't just run one Raiden or one Lumina. So I have something to search and to go through the deck even faster. And then we got 2 Thunder Dragon Fusion, because this is how you play the deck now, with mostly OTK, get Titan on the field, destroy some stuff, and just beat the opponent up. It's a good card. Don't want to run it at 3 because that would be too bricky. 2 is it's already like kind of dangerous sometimes, but that's why you have like the regular Thunder Dragons to fuse those. And then for the one-offs, I have 1 Emergency Teleport because I run the hand traps, and 1 Gold Sark because it banishes a card from your deck. And again, Thunder Dragons. Banishing, yes! For the extra deck, self-explanatory, you run Thunder Dragon Titan because you can't run Colossus anymore because it's banned. Titan is still good, it's not as busted of a floodgate, but has some destruction, which is not once per turn, has some protection, which is also not once per turn. So, you know, with the right amount of setup, it's kind of hard to get over. And if you don't like the field, you can just nuke it with Black Rose Dragon. Pretty easy to do in this deck, especially with the Light Swarm combo. Michael. Pay 1,000 life points, banish the card on the field. Easy. Side Frame Lord Omega, don't pay anything. Well, he kind of goes bye-bye for a bit, and rip 1 card out of your opponent's hand. That is one of your turn 1 plays. Then you got the Warlord Savage Dragon, has some negates, has some power, big beefy dude. And this deck actually has a lot of big beefy dudes, so it's more of a beatdown. Chaos Ruler, by the way, it's a good card. It's a good card. Just play it. You can make it easy. Then we got Dingirisu, got some protection and some non-targeting, not even destruction, sending it to the graveyard. Very important. Number 38, Hope Harbinger. He doesn't have legs, but he doesn't need it. Once per turn, can negate a spell activation, and then he just eats it as material. Zombie Stein. I've been waiting for this one. I've been waiting for the day I can finally put Zombie Stein in the deck. I love this card. It's an Omni Negate, but you need to discard something, and you gotta get rid of some material. He's expensive, also goes in defense, so he basically kills himself, but 4,500! Yes! Where is your skill drain now? Who plays skill drain anyway, but just for the lols. Christon, Needle Fiber, I'm not saying another word. Yeah, you play Tunas, so you play this. Predator Plant, you play Fusion, so you play this, right? That's how it is. Nightmare Phoenix, because Nightmare Phoenix, everybody plays that, if you have the room. And a Unicorn, same thing. And finally, Controversial, I like this card. I like the design and I like the artwork, and yeah, the effect is good. Just have a complete field monster negate and to negate special summons from the graveyard. But obviously the main problem is being a link 5. You can take a monster from your opponent, that's a cool thing. So, I mean, overall, I can get some people not being able to get behind this one. So if you just want to run Appaloosa or Access Code Talker, that's up to you. But I like this card, and I don't have Access Code Talker also. So there you go. So I do have a side deck, but I keep switching it around. This is just for your consideration. I have one of the Arch Nemesis Eschatos cards. This card is just disgusting. Then obviously you're gonna Panktrops, always the mainstay in the side deck. Gizmek Orochi gets a level 8 Dark easily on the field, so you can play around with that. Then I got one Imperial Order because you're mostly working with monster effects and you might want to lock your opponent out of theirs. I have two Solemn Judgments. Just, yeah, I don't know. This should be Lightning Storm, but I don't know, just the Lightning Storm's in my Cyber Dragon deck. But yeah, triple Lightning Storm should be in the side. This is kind of like a reminder to put Lightning Storm in there. I still have Twin Twisters. That's kind of like, yeah, the Twin Twisters and the Raigeki should be Lightning Storm. Just, you know, forget about that. It's actually card destruction. That's just funny. That's just funny. It depends. If you really have a matchup where your opponent doesn't really gain much from this, which I don't even know, but you know, just fill up your graveyard and Yeah. Yes. Yes, Card of Sanctity. I have the ultimate. It's an idea, like I'm saying, it's for your consideration. Don't be like, who runs this? I don't really. I'm just playing around with it. And one Harpy's Feather Duster, because we don't like spells. We don't like floodgates and whatnot. Obviously, if you get locked out of your monster effects, you gotta have something. If you get Mystic Mine or whatever, you gotta have Feather Duster, or like the Lightning Storms, or even the Twin Twists. It depends. Like, this is obviously like also more budget type. And that's gonna do it. That's the deck how I prefer it, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think, what you would run, what you do run, what you would improve. You know, let me know about your ideas. Let me know how I did. Let me know how you think about this build. This build is just, it is consistent for me. It works. I rarely brick. The milling obviously is a bit luck based, but with all the monsters you're running, it's not really that much of a problem. Also, like the chaos bases, you can activate that at the graveyard, and I don't think you're losing much from that. So that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, card profile, deck profile, it wasn't a review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for our figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever the Thunder Dragons want.